But this an in between video before I work on my video, my biggest video. That's probably gonna be like 3 hours. Probably gonna take a couple days to finish. But yeah, I didn't talk about the Shamar Moore situation and how everybody was clowning this guy for basically him trying to like date women, right? These are the same people who clowning him and talking down to him. They're part of the reason why a lot of men are not dating, because they seem to think that every man is somehow want to date lower level girls, or they got this leave no woman behind and think that they don't think nothing of unattractive men, or they in their mind thinking that they never tell women they're ugly and tell women to date down. You have to notice that they never talk down to women and tell them that stop trying to date better looking men and start dating men at their own level. They don't tell overweight women to date overweight men. They don't tell ugly women to date ugly men. They don't tell women with issues to date men with issues. They don't tell men, and they don't tell women who, financially broke to date another broke person. Maybe they have scraped together some money. They always try to pick on people, and they find somebody to humiliate. The Shamar Moore situation exposes the male humiliation society we live in, right? Where one guy can't try to talk to women and fail. You have to humiliate him after he tries to fail. And the fact is, this is the reason why a lot of guys are not trying to date or go around or be around people, because you keep jabbing it in them that they failed. And then tell them, oh, date a normal girl. And I try to tell these people that if he date a normal girl, he's going to be wanting. That relationship is not going to last. If he try to date somebody up here, you got to tell him to go where the better looking girls are at, that like guys like him. And they're like, whoa, that's shallow. I'm like, but isn't it shallow for you to try to tell him to date somebody he's not really attracted to? You think men want to fuck a personality? I told him, I said, why don't you think that a 500-pound girl with a personality, you think that it's going to make somebody want to fuck her more because she has a personality, but she's overweight and she's 500 pounds? And they're like, oh, that's not the same. I mean, it is the same, dude. You're trying to convince the guy to be attracted to somebody based off over dumb shit that doesn't really make them attractive to the other person. I mean, women even said this shit there. They can't see themselves with ugly ass guys. Even if the guy makes her laugh and do all this crazy stuff, she just can't connect to him on a level, because you have to be somewhat attractive to a person. The percentage have to be there. You have to be at least 20% or 30 or 40% attractive to the person to actually want to be in a relationship and watch them. Some people, that's the reason why a lot of these guys cheat on their wives and their girlfriends, or sit back and say, let's spice it up and let's open a relationship, because they're not with an attractive person that they really want to be with, and they're taking little blue pills just to have sex with the girl. But let's see about these people.
When I'm looking at Haley.
When you're looking at her.
Maybe if I had some security and just saying, okay, she's gonna love me back.
Right.
I'll do this for you. I'm gonna watch Paper Moon just so I can be closer to Haley.
You're weirdo.
For those of you who don't know, when you get bitten by an arachnid, you get a couple of things. One, you get the opportunity to get buff, swole, climb up walls, and shoot web.
Now, let me see this. He's better off going to East Asia, Thailand, China, Japan, Cambodia, Mexico, or leave these Western women alone. Mexico is the West borders. Western is not a target demographic, it's entire. So basically, we had a good comment here. He's better off going somewhere else. That was the whole point that I was, just the whole point. I don't have to get another comment. Like, I'll do the video, but this is what he should have done. Do you know his status? Because I just did a video on Stephanie Vergurlo, who threw her Brazilian husband away. Do you know how many Asian girls and how many Latino girls would actually think this dude is a celebrity that look better than Haley and better than her in another country, and they will be honored to actually date a guy like him? And he can probably get work over in another country if he learned another language. He will open up a big ass can of worms in other countries and be the guy who plays Spider-Man or Miles Morales. And he could just use that diversity shit over in another country, in Europe, anywhere. If he wanted a white girl, he would go over there. That's how you think. But when you're stuck here, I'm going to give you an example of men who get stuck here and they want you to date. They wanted you to date bottom of the barrel, but the women get to just keep going for men that shouldn't be them.
2, you're almost guaranteed to date your co-star. You know, if we look at Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, if we look at Tom Holland.
Umar, why do you gotta bring race into this?
Well, I said the kind of theme here between the other Spider-Men and their love interest and hell, who they've dated in the past. It's less likely that they would be attracted to you as a black man, but I don't want to get into all that. Number 2, you aren't regarded as some sort of greater symbol for the mainstream media. That's just what happens when you do animated movies. You know, people think of Miles Morales. That's why when there's been talks of finding a black Spider-Man, you have not come up on the list. They've always skipped over you, even when you attempted to force them to be in that conversation, like your name. Yeah, they not meant.
You like white girls? Do I? Megan Fox, Vanessa Hudgens,
Sir.
Allison from
Sir.
Twilight. God.
Sir! 12:50 at the next window.
This nigga was absolutely elated to announce his love for the snow, bro. He's taking this movie poster a little too seriously, gang. I am 24 years old. God dang! Yeah, I've been alive to see a lot. I've seen Rosa Parks' bus pass. I've laced Harriet Tubman's running shoes. Shit. I was the one that told Lincoln to duck. Really? But never in the eons that I have been alive have I ever encountered a grown, successful, talented, where's my hug at type of guy. Because that guy shouldn't exist. It's like, bro, you have all the stats. To be that type of person, you have to be more corny than you are successful. And that's very...
And what did I say about guys like this who try to put guys in a certain category, right? Because saying shit like this is the reason why a guy like him, whoever this guy is, I never heard of this dude, but there's a reason why a lot of people want to step away from the black community and these fuckers, because saying shit niggas are corny. He just tried his best to women that is normalizing in Hollywood. I'm gonna give you an example. What's her name? Let me check her name. Tom Cruise. I'm gonna do it right now. We gonna do it. Tom Cruise dating now. Now, mind you, I thought that Anna Devrel Ellis was actually married. I thought she was married. From what I was told, well, not told, from what I saw, she had a boyfriend or she was married. So let's see if anybody talks about that. She looked like she could be his daughter. Girl, run. You need help, Anna. Anna is hurting a A-list to boost her career. Girl, run. She was one of the guests on the studio where Tom Hanks, she went to visit on the set anew, and making Tom went to pick her up at the airport at night. It all happened, nothing. Daily Mail just spreading fake news. Because I'm sitting there saying, where's the photo? I'm saying they're not dating. Like, it's weird to me that, because the fact is, I know for a fact that I think she's married. Right? She's been with every Hollywood guy. No May prize. Oh, shit. I didn't know she was with every guy because I thought she was with somebody. Let me check. Let me check my facts. We gonna show you. John Wick. Oh, it'll get up there. Beep it up. Okay, I had this up here, but I'll put it back. I'll put it back. Okay, and John Wick, and so this and the police are beating back. Here we go. She on here, dating list, dating history. Okay. Oh wow! I can't believe this. Wow. Damn. Should she get around? Oh no. We good. I was about to Okay, they ended their divorce in early 2013. A Cuban artist. Wow, Ben Affleck. She dated in early 2020 on a set on a movie. Yeah, it's not a good thing for me to be like, ugh. I thought she was one of the good girls because she had a certain mindset, but yeah, she's a jump. Yeah, I don't really. 2024, she was in a new relationship with Miguel Hidalgo, who happened to be the stepson of the Cuban president. They spotted kissing, but that's 2024. So now she with Tom Cruise? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back.
This is where every Louisiana boy comes to measure himself before he puts his height on Hinge. Okay? That's what he did. He goes,
That's very hard to do. But
so back to this. So the funny thing about calling somebody corny is trying to. I told you that words matter when it comes down to black people and black men in general. When they try to devalue, when they call you corny or lame, they just want what you have. They wish they was in your position and they have to diminish you because you're black. And these words can only affect a black person. They're not going to call a white person lame and losers. They're not going to do all this. They're not going to do that. They can't do it because now they think they have an ownership on black people. And they think they have the emotional ability to control your emotion through the words that they created. I'm trying to tell y'all about this shit. This why words matter. Words are created to keep certain people in line and keep them in a box, to keep them dating one specific group of people, or to make you feel better about yourself. Now, Shamar Moore is a better dude than this guy ever will be, right? Ever. Because he has more success. He just made a blunder, And all these YouTubers want to take a shot. This is the reason why everybody go after DJ Academics, even though he deserved that shit. Is the fact is that a lot of these guys really, really hate the fact that in the real society, not in black society, that it don't matter what the fuck everybody else think of you. It matter with your skills and your talent. And you can get somewhere with your skill and talent, and you don't need these people to like you. Man of Tomorrow was right about that. You can get somewhere without these niggas liking you and liking you. They can call you a loser, lame, corny guy all you want. You don't have to be in their community. You can ignore the shit out of them and say, hey, you know what? I don't give a fuck about you. I care about what that other race thinks about me. And, oh, you're black. I don't give a fuck. You call me lame and corny. Guess what? That shit don't work. Now, I'll come back when they go after this guy right here. You just have to do it like that.
Shameik Moore does it pretty easy. If you're not familiar, Shameik Moore is the voice behind Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse movies. And if you're out of the loop with the Spider-Man movies, there's been this kind of trope where every man who plays Spider-Man gets into some type of on-off-screen love thing with their co-star. Tommy Maguire got with Kirsten Dunst, Andrew Garfield got with Emma Stone, and Tom Holland.
Yeah, and you see how jealous he is of Tom Holland? Now, he can't call Tom Holland loser, lame. He can't call him corny because it only affects black guys. They can only do this to black successful guys that mess up. But Tom Holland is, you know, a little white, short guy who's with the girl that y'all like. It's kind of like the Doja Cat shit. A lot of the black dudes was so addicted to Doja Cat and then found out that Doja Cat was a white man's plaything. She was a white man's plaything. She was a white man's plaything. They had her before you ever did. Yeah, she probably played with a bunch of black dudes, but she was always with white dudes. She always gave white dudes easy access. And niggas was they was mad about that. Like, oh, that's not fair. She got a fat ass and big titties and she light skinned. I wanted her first. I got swag and game. That don't matter. It never mattered. But hey.
He managed to get with Zendaya. These are the Spider-Man big three. And Shameik here, he's been trying to continue the tradition with his co-star, Haley Steinfeld. Which, hey, like my man's John Will Booth said, shooters shoot. But what Shameik doesn't seem to get is that the other Spider-Men were in live action film.
So, without his bullshit or what he was saying, he's being correct, right? But I'm gonna break it down to you in a different way. I'm not gonna clown Shameik more. I'm just gonna say that he went after women that really didn't like black guys. He tried to shoot a shot, which is commendable, but I'm gonna break it down that Haley Steinfeld was chasing status, and I'm gonna show you the stuff. And the other girl, she like white guys. So let's
Let's go!
With the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan, you get next level action, next level drama,
Miles, Bob, Holland, Zendaya. For some reason, whenever you're a Spider-Man, you always just pull your co-star. It's just kind of like a tradition. But I guess Shameik was trying to make it 4 for 4, but sometimes never got play the video for you right now, and you can kind of get where he's trying to take this.
Now, what he did was some clownish stuff, right? And I admit that he did some clownish shit, but it's funny that if a woman did this, oh yeah, there's women out here that ask AI pictures of celebrities and they're kissing them. But I don't see anybody clowning these women. I don't see none of these guys clowning women because they know that you can't really talk down to creepy women. Right? Isn't it funny that why nobody call women creepy? That you don't see it in the society, right? So let's see.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're a couple or they're together. Everybody on the internet was talking about, yo, Shameik, they came back.
Here we go.
revenge ploy on their former co-stars. You know how the internet does. The only problem with that narrative is that Laura is engaged. And she actually seen the post. She didn't like it very much.
Hey, so I never talk on this thing, and I don't think I've ever actually spoken to camera on this app. And I'm a really private person, so I don't really like to talk about my relationships publicly or anything really personal publicly, to be honest. But I keep seeing all these videos that I'm being tagged in with another actor, and people speculating what that is. It's really annoying me because I'm literally engaged, and that's important to me. And, I'm in Hollywood, I get it, people do PR stunts, whatever, people like to get attention. But when he first posted that video, a friend sent it to me and was like, did you know that he put this up? And I was like, no, because that was taken a year ago at a party when somebody asked us to take photos together, and I guess somebody was filming it. And not sure why you would post that now. And so I texted him. We're not close, I know him just from around. And I texted him, hey, can you take this down? I'm not sure why you would post that. Also, I'm literally getting married, and I don't like this insinuation that there's something going on between us, if that was your intention. And it's still up, which is weird. You're a weirdo. I'm sorry. You're
Now, she took this video down. She took it down, right? Because
battery level is 50%.
It made her look kind of bad, calling the guy that she's going to work with eventually, again, a weirdo, right? A lot of people show that they just want black men to just be dance monkeys, right? Because everybody was worrying about the next movie, Miles Morales movie, and not about him trying to find happiness in his personal life. All the while turn around and act like we live in this social utopia. When a man publicly try to talk to a woman, he gets clowned for it, and there's 1,000 videos on him about him basically shameik Moore.
Tom Holland rejected Laura Harrier. During the 2016 Comic-Con, Laura Harrier, who played Liz Allen, tried to hold onto Tom's arm, but he moved it away very fast and he asked for certain someone.
It's like every other interview.
See? So he wanted to go after a very pretty black girl, or a light-skinned black girl, and she wasn't the right black girl, and she's mixed, I think, right? She got played by Tom Holland. She's very attractive. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie about it, but the fact is, it's right here. It's right there. So it's been out there that let's see how many videos of we got clowning Shameik Moore. Let's see if it goes to 50 videos. Let's go right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Wow. You see me counted it. More than 50 videos. Probably close to, I'm not going to say because these are lower YouTubers. We got, let's see. Holy mo. We got to go to the top. 33, 100,000. So we have to understand that male humiliation is a sport for people out here against other males to make themselves look better than they are. It does not help when you tell men that they can't talk to women, and when they get rejected, you go and bash them publicly, and then other men see this shit and say, what the fuck am I gonna do that for? Because I'm not gonna let you niggas talk about me. I'll blow your head off. I'll find y'all and blow your head off. So guys would rather not participate in that kind of anger. They'd rather not participate in that anger, my bad. And they would rather not put themselves in that situation, and they'd just be like, I ain't messing with nobody. Isn't it funny that men are told to keep moving on, keep pushing, while the society humiliate them and tell them they're losers, and then turn around and tell them that, give them this fake sense of hope, which is turning into my next video about the lies of the social utopia, right? I'm gonna break it down through time period, through starting the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and then I'm gonna break around all the different things that's in society, whatever, right? That's why I said it's gonna be 3 parts. Isn't it funny that you publicly shame a guy who just wanted to talk to attractive women that was next to him, but you the same dudes who tell guys to go date women around them, and if they don't want to date these people around them, you tell them that they can just, yeah. Isn't it funny that men have to settle, but women are not supposed to settle? No one tells women to settle and take their ass down and stop trying to get the better looking guy, or the guy with the biggest dick, or with the 6-pack abs. You got motherfuckers out here who pretend that, gym guys, they should just date gym guys and all this other stuff, and they don't know that some of these guys come with egos, and they should check themselves and get with a normal guy who appreciates them, right? No one tells them that, right? 50 videos talking about a guy who tried to flirt with 2 women. Now, let me tell you what was his mistake. His mistake was trying to go with a woman who is known to just date white guys. She is known to just date white guys, light-skinned guys that are mixed, but she has not dated anybody who is real black, pure black, boyfriendless. Now this is her rapper boyfriend, And let me tell you the reason why a lot of these mixed girls will date guys like this. Because they feel like he's the most dangerous guy in the room. She wouldn't date this guy if he was around tougher guys. But she would date a guy like him because she thinks she has a tough guy. She thinks she has a tough guy with this dude. Right? This is the guy that she will be like, oh yeah, I'm dating or whatever, right? He's the tough guy that she could flaunt around and feel like she's with the toughest guy in the room everywhere she go. She's the tank. She the model type tank, model type delicate girl. And you see this in pro wrestling too, where you know you got girls who are you got like the softest looking girls who take care of themselves, and they with the gruffiest guys. They like that masculine shit because they like that over masculine stuff, but that's other races because that guy isn't a pretty boy. And also, the relationship will last longer as long as she look pretty. She the trophy, and he's the animal. He's the tough guy, and he's the bodyguard, and she's the celebrity. That's the relationship that they have. But she turns to love the fact that she can mess with this animal because guess what? This animal can pound her, do the pound town. And appreciate the fact that now she got a guy that she can look up to and kiss and make up whatever. And this guy be like, damn, this model type girl. It basically, these type of relationships where the woman get with a guy who isn't the most handsomest and all that. They don't have nothing with game. It has something to do with his status. And if she could walk around in the higher echelon lifestyle she's in, she probably already went for the pretty boys, and now she's with somebody like this guy. A rapper. Bald-headed rapper with face tattoos, while she looked like a petite valley girl. Right? You looked at them in pictures. This looked like a better fit for her than him. I've seen many relationships like this. So, let's now let's see her appearance. Let's see if everybody understands who we looking at. Now, mind you, she can go into a society and bag any type of black dude she want. This is how this is her. Like I said, I'm not gonna diss the girl. Just like Zendaya, people, you know, see? She's a petite girl who keep herself in shape. And basically, she can enhance anybody's life visually because she's the girl that is kind of missing in black society. Girls that look like this at a high rate. If we had more women who look like this in the black society, then most men wouldn't be trying to date out. She got the body, she got the facial structure, she got the skin tone. So why do you think that he went after her? Because, oh no, I hope that doesn't knock the screen down. Oh no. So now we got to look at Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld has always dated white guys. She never dated black guys. Never. She always dated white guys. Now, I understand Shameik more because Haley is a very attractive chick. Cute. She is a very attractive chick with certain features that a lot of people would want to be around. She got the blue eyes. She got the model type look. She could probably dress in almost anything like that. As you see right here in the background, she got good fashion sense. Look at her next to, like, come on, man. And no wonder Shameik Moore tried to shoot his shot. Come on now, like, come on now. It would be a crime if he didn't try to shoot his shot towards her. She's very attractive. All right? She is very, very attractive. Like, she has the cat-like eyes, the model-type body, everything that you probably want. And this right here, oh. Like, this is not, he's seen these pictures, and he's seen her, and he said, wow, oh my God. So, she didn't want to be with no voice actor. She wanted to be with a football player. She was smart enough to scout football players, and she got with a guy called Josh Allen. Background information of Josh Allen: he just got out of a relationship with his high school sweetheart who cheated on him multiple times, or they had an open relationship. And there's like a Reddit forum. There's like a Reddit forum that there's a Reddit forum of her husband of Josh Allen's ex wife cheating on him and all that other stuff and everything else. And they talking about how she got around and she got plastic surgery. And Haley Steinfeld basically grabbed him up while he was in his vulnerable state and said, you know what? He been with a woman for 10 years. You know what? I need to jump on this guy. She was welcomed. She was welcomed into the Bills Wives and Girlfriends Club. She has status now. She doesn't have to worry about her acting career because she's with a guy, but she could still act. Shameik Moore is just not that guy. The one thing that nobody said that I'm going to say, that Shameik Moore should have just went overseas. Because I can tell you this from a fact of looking at women overseas and how they view certain men over here compared to their men and their celebrities. They want American celebrities more than the women here. Chris Brown internationally, he probably destroyed a lot of females. Shameik Moore in Japan, Korea, any other country, he would have got a better looking Haley Steinfeld. He got a better looking Lauren, whatever her name is. Shameik Moore would have done better overseas because he actually is a voice actor. There's some of these countries, like Japan, voice actors are celebrities. There's people that have voice acting, and they have whole platforms about, basically whole introductions about them being voice actors. So he would have been more appreciated where voice actors been a thing. Or he could have went into the voice acting community, and there's some pretty good looking women in the voice acting community as well that look better than her. So he just didn't have an open mind. He just saw what was in front of him. He saw visually beautiful women and didn't think beyond that. He shouldn't have been talked down to. He should have just been talked to like this. But in a way, you kind of see the fact that these people have a They love to humiliate men. It's a sport to humiliate men and not try to give men many different options to do. Options they want to do, not options you want to do. So she's happy being a footballer's wife. Her net worth is $25 million. Josh Allen is net worth is $70 million. She has been in a couple movies. Let's see her movies. Movies and TV shows. Let's see. See? She's in Voice. Her live action show, Hawkeye. Well, I don't think she's gonna reprise that role anytime soon. Cause they're trying to get away from that type of shit. See? So I gotta talk about this. After this situation, mark my words, Shameik Moore probably gonna get paid even more money for doing the last Spider-Verse video. You know why? Because they're gonna pay him for all the insults that he had to deal with for that. The people behind the scenes are gonna make sure Shameik Moore is taken care of sexually before he gets anywhere near her, anywhere near Seinfeld. They're gonna put them in a room after he got his fun, and basically sit them both down and say, we're gonna throw some money at y'all. Y'all better do this work, and then we don't have to deal with this ever again. Be professional, right? They're gonna shake hands and they're gonna pull this movie. These people just made Shameik Moore even more money because Hollywood watches this shit and they reward talent, and they also see they don't like when normal people talk down to talented people. There's the reason why Eminem got so many. There's a reason why Eminem got to where he at. There's the reason why all these different people got where they at. Remember, mind you, these are the same people who gave Lizzo more money and more stuff until she was useless to them. But they're gonna want to hire him for other shit, and they're gonna pay him top dollar for it. And Shameik Moore is probably gonna walk this off to the bank. They're gonna find him somebody to date that's better than her and the other girl, Holly Steinfeld and Lauren. They're gonna find him. Hollywood always know how to set up women with men. Hollywood, that's one of the dark secrets that a lot of people don't know, that Hollywood know how to set up certain people. They will literally have him at a party and he will have to point at somebody and they will get him a woman. And they will make her say, hey, don't do him dirty. If you're going to dump him the right way. Don't do it in public. And you will keep a job in here or over here. If you like him, you like him. Just don't do him dirty. These kind of societies, which I might make a video on that, about controlled dating in society where there's no cheating and in other countries there is a kind of a certain situation where in a community you're not cheating, you can't cheat on nobody, and they check both of you. They check the woman and the male to see if both of them do, treat each other right. Also, there's the other situation where it's what is it? They make sure that their most talented people and the guys who have the most honor or whatever is happy in life. They don't want a miserable talented guy because eventually the guy is going to move to somewhere else. They try to Hollywood and other countries try to retain the good people by incentivizing them. Unlike the black community, unlike America, these other countries know how to retain talent and know how to retain the good people, right? So let me kind of show y'all what I mean. Okay, I can get rid of this because that video was yesterday. Man who has the most kids in the world. Let's see this. So there was a guy who had Indian man with the world's largest family died, leave behind 89 grandkids. So this is what you get. This is what you get in another society where this is what you get in another society when you have money. You get to be able to actually have as many women as you possibly want. Now, did he set up these people? I don't know. But he was 94? What? 94? Okay. An Indian man, the head of a religious sect that practiced polygamy, died on Sunday. Left behind 39 wives, 94 children, and 33 grandchildren. So he died at 76 years old, believed to be the head of the world's largest family. So this is what happens when when you're in a country who will let men be men. See, in this country, they know that I want them to go with this in this country. I want them to make polygamy famous. So we can see all of the guys who get all the women, and we say we don't want to deal with them. It'll make it easier to point out all these women if they do it in public. And we say, hey, I don't want to date a girl who was in another guy's roster. See, the dating in America is so damn messy that a lot of guys don't want to be dealing with somebody that's leftovers. Mind you, these guys wouldn't want to date passport bros leftover. That's the reason why they talk about us. Or talk about passport bros. No, the reason why they talk about SYSBM, that's what they rather talk about men that are generally on the other side, right? And we don't want their women because you slept with her, you kissed her, you did all that nasty shit with her, and half of the nasty shit that you did with her, she won't allow me to do. So why would I be with her? So what? She can up the price with me, but she lower the price for you. Nah, we good. Stay over there. Keep your girl to yourself. But this is this is the true players. This is the true players right here. There are guys out here who live that player lifestyle. There's people out here right now you got this guy right here who has 1,000 kids, but he was a sperm donor. So okay. So this whole video was basically showing you and exposing a situation with Shameik Moore and how male humiliation is actually a real thing in this society. And we would never... You're going to lose more men and not want to participate in society because most men will not tolerate this type of humiliation. They won't. They won't allow somebody to make fun of them just because they they couldn't get a girl and that, and you keep doing that, you get punched in your mouth or you get shot. That's it. Right? It's bad enough that he got humiliated, but a lot of these guys overdid it. And you think that this is good favor with men? I went back and forth with a bunch of idiots in the comment section about robots and oh yeah, man, you want to get human connections. You don't want human connections and all this other shit they was talking about, right? But the funny thing about this is that they let men get humiliated, but then women don't get humiliated the same way, because most women are pretty much cowards. They don't really go up to men. They don't try to talk to men. They had 100 years. They changed the rules. They changed the rules 177 years ago, and they never really changed the rules for themselves. They changed the rules for men. Men been sitting at the same position in dating for 177 years, but they have never tried to even forward different changes in dating, like women going up to men a lot more and doing things a lot more. Just now, even recently, there's women now finally proposing to men, which people are still uncomfortable with, but if a woman wants to get married, it's better for her to do that herself. People don't like that, but that's more progressive than the shit that these motherfuckers are putting out there. So I saw all this stuff going on, and somebody tried to cash at me to talk about the situation. At that time I was sick, and I was like, nah man, I'm not in a 100% mood mentally. I'm sick. And then I got sick again in the beginning of this year, and then I had to get in the emergency room and all that other shit. All the things that these people ignore that women do and other men do to men and try to get us to do, they don't think that they don't think that it's wrong. They think it's okay. And that's the reason why other men see it. If I see another man, imagine if somebody told you that you should jump in a pool full of piranhas. And they tell you that if you visually think that the piranha's not there, they're not going to bite you. And then they push the guy in the pool and he get bitten up. And then somehow, some way, they try to convince him again to jump in the pool of piranhas again, because he's just negativity. He has mental negativity. So somehow, some way, he's just gonna change his mind, and the piranha's just gonna disappear if he just think positive, right? Finally, the guy just say, "How about you think positive? How about you go in there?" And then the person says, "Oh no, I want to go in there. I don't want to go there." And then the person turns around and say, "So you just had me go into these pool of piranhas 2 times to test your theory about positivity, but you didn't want to test your own positivity on yourself." And then the person looked visually and messed up. These people want you to walk down a street with a bunch of landmines. And then when you lose your leg, they tell you to go back down that same street with the landmines in a wheelchair, and then you lose another limb, and then they say, "Hey, you got to think positive in your situation." So they cause you to get into a situation. They push you in a situation that's unbearable. They tell you some false bullshit. And then when you get in a situation, they try to come down with some fucking positivity instead of telling you not to do the shit in the first place. That's what they do. They tell you to do something, and then when it doesn't work out, they leave and they disappear. That was one of the reasons why in today's, right now, alpha male strategy is not popular no more. Stephen Cole is not popular no more, because they was telling motherfuckers what to do. Self-improve, do this, and it didn't work out. When these guys got caught up in these lies, these guys disappeared. I've seen so many guys listen to society, tell somebody that this woman is good, this is great, this and that, and then eventually the shit don't pan out, and these people disappear. Never listen to people. I told multiple people in another video. Never listen to other people or what you like. Always choose who you like. If it goes wrong, at least you made the choice. But at the same time, you have to have more. You have to have a more complex, flexible mind when you're dealing with people in today's society. You gotta have plan one. You have to have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. You gotta have multiple plans, so you're not be stuck in one box, so they can control you, man.